and thank you for taking the time to watch my video. My name is Jessica Ramirez. I'm a first-year student with the Florida State College at Jacksonville Funeral Services program. I'll be graduating in December of 2014. I don't really feel that I had a positive impact on kids that I went to school with in elementary and middle school. I used to pick on some of the kids, and I have to say I was a bit of a bully. When I got into high school, I started to reflect back on that and think about how that might have made those students feel, and I really did regret it. So when I was a senior and I came across Ivan, who was a freshman, I noticed that he was being picked on a lot by older kids, and I took Ivan under my wing, and I used to call him my freshman, and I would take care of him and make sure that nobody was picking on him and that he had whatever he needed to make his social life easier. This didn't make up for any of what I had done in elementary school and middle school, but it did make me feel that maybe my actions were going to have an impact and inspire other people to do what I had done and stand up for somebody. Stop bullying. So when I met Ivan a couple of years later, I ran into him and he came up to me, he hugged me and told me what an impact I had had on him, how he really looked forward to the class that he had with me because he knew that somebody was going to have his back. And I'll never forget the way that he looked when he told me that, and that I just had such an impact on him, and really, he'd had a major impact on me. One of the universal regrets is the lack of closure. For me, this is the reason that I chose to go into funeral service. I really believe in the power of the final goodbye. Whether that's an unembalmed body in a private viewing or ashes in an urn on a memorial table, what you see is what you're taking with you. This is a memory of the life that that person had and what they shared with you. And the funeral is one of the few places where friends and family really get together and they remember. They share these stories and everybody's laughing, or even if they're crying and grieving and mourning, that's okay and that's normal. And I would like to be a funeral director so that I can facilitate that grieving process and to help them move forward with their lives, because the funeral is where we start to say our goodbyes, even if it is the last time that you're going to see that person. My biggest weakness is that I can tend to be overly sympathetic. I always give money to that homeless guy that needs it, because I don't know, maybe he really does need to eat. And I'm the first person that my friends go to whenever they need anything, from monetary needs to a ride to the park. In the funeral service industry, I'm sure that there will be an abundance of people who are going to be looking to take advantage of that. With some guidance and time, I think it'll get easier for me to understand exactly how much I can get away with as far as the regulations go on leniency. I believe that sympathy is an integral part of the funeral service industry, and that in the end, it'll serve me and my client families very well. My biggest strength has always been that I'm a people person. I find it easy to build a good rapport with somebody and to make connections with them. As a massage therapist, this has served me well in terms of drumming up future business. In the funeral industry, it's extremely important to be able to make those connections with people, because it's an industry that's based on compassion, and being able to show somebody exactly how you feel about what they're going through and to guide them through something like that with the connection that you make with them. It goes a long way to show goodwill and to build up more business.